Today, let's go over an update for Star Wars Episode 9. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, these past 3 weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about the final film in the sequel trilogy that will begin principal photography at the very end of July. JJ Abrams is directing, Chris Terrio helped out with the script. Everything is starting to take shape as of right now, as at the very end of this month of May, all of the actors, actresses, you name it, will begin training for their roles, including Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, you name it, for their roles before they start filming in July leading into August. Now, looking at Star Wars Episode 9, all thanks to that hashtag show these past couple of weeks, we've been learning about a whole lot of new characters such as Mara and Caro and more. Aside from all of that, we also learned about the Knights of Ren. Apparently, it's going to be the Knights of Ren because there are a group of 6 male actors in their 20s working with Adam Driver. It's widely assumed to be the Knights of Ren. We have no full confirmation as of yet on that, but let's just cross our fingers that JJ Abrams is actually bringing back the Knights into the actual plot of the movie. Now, looking at this, we actually do have a couple of descriptions of concept art for Star Wars Episode 9. The same exact thing happened with Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and Star Wars The Last Jedi before they started filming those movies. And looking at Episode 9, this actually specifically has to do with Finn, Poe, and Rose. Nothing to do with Kylo Ren and or Rey or any of the other characters and all the like. So the first one is Poe and Finn standing wearing dirty civilian clothes and looks like some kind of disguise. Finn's hair is nappy, and let me stop right there for a second because Finn's hair is nappy because we also have heard before that John Boyega will be growing out his hair, so that makes sense. And grown out, while Poe had a longer, slicked back look. They're walking and pushing through a crowd of aliens in some kind of cityscape, and which it actually kind of looks like Nar Shaddaa. So that would be really impressive if they made a city very much like Nar Shaddaa. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that city in Star Wars. Go ahead and look it up. It's a very unique city in the Star Wars universe, and I really do hope that they do explore that at some point in time within the Star Wars franchise, be it one of the movies or maybe even one of the TV series. Moving on, Finn and Poe, again on the same planet, but this time caught in a firefight. Finn is ducked behind some kind of container, while Poe is leaning up to shoot. The third one is, of course, Rose, wearing a completely different hairstyle, sitting in the gunner's seat of the Millennium Falcon. It was a pretty close perspective, so much to reveal. So looking at Rose, this is the one thing that I'm not too hyped up about. As you guys may have heard about before in the past, that Rose will in fact have a bigger role in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, this was a big decision, of course, by Kathleen Kennedy, JJ Abrams, you name it. The character that was created by Rian Johnson. Now, toward the end of the movie, you do see her pretty much knocked unconscious, aside Finn, on the Millennium Falcon. Now, in Episode 9, apparently she will be gunning, at least according to the concept art descriptions, she will be in the gunner's seat of the Millennium Falcon, and that lines directly up with Rose having a bigger role in Star Wars Episode 9. How do I feel about that? I don't know, guys. I feel like Rey belongs in there, or one of the other main characters in the Millennium Falcon. I feel like there's too many characters in Episode 9 because we have heard that not only some of the characters from The Last Jedi will in fact be returning, such as Rose and quite possibly even DJ, we're not quite sure on that yet, but looking at all of this, apparently Episode 9 will be the film that has the most characters to date in a Star Wars movie. So looking at all of this, I feel like we should always focus on the 4 main characters, that of course being Rey, Kylo, Poe, Finn. I think that's a necessity. I think that's, a big thing to actually focus on. And we're going to have all these new characters also entering into the mix, a total of 4 to 6 of them, such as Mara and Caro and more. Now, the Knights of Ren would be a great addition. I mean, who wouldn't love that, right? That's something that we have always wanted to see ever since that flashback sequence in The Force Awakens. But from what it seems, both Finn and Poe will have actual scenes together, fighting together in Star Wars Episode 9. So Finn's hair is described as nappy hair. We do know that John Boyega has said that he will be growing it out. Makes sense because he doesn't have all that much time to grow it out leading into the very end of July when he starts filming. So by that point in time, it probably will be just like that. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.